In today's episode of How I Started a Streetwear Brand, we're going to be talking about overseas manufacturers and where to find them. So let's start with why you should look for an overseas manufacturer and why people do. It often starts with limited options within your own country. For me, it was wholesalers were too expensive at the quantity which I was ordering, which causes you to have higher garment prices, which in turn could also get you to lower your profit margins, and we all know no one wants that. Not only that, but you also get kind of a lack of customization with wholesalers, whereas when you go to overseas manufacturing, you get a whole new range of options. However, a lot of people just don't go looking, or they try for a day or two and they quit because it really is seen as difficult, and it really is difficult. But what they don't realize is you just have to push through, keep working, keep grinding, and eventually you'll hit gold. So when people think of overseas manufacturing, they usually think made in China. Well, that is partly true. In the past decade or so, China certainly is becoming a lot more expensive due to them cracking down on workplace ethics and pollution in their country, which all in all is a great thing, and it's producing finer quality materials. However, it's also making it just as expensive, if not more expensive, than to manufacture within your own country. However, a country to really keep your eye on with overseas manufacturing that's coming up very quickly is Pakistan. You don't see many made in Pakistan labels. You'll often see Bangladesh or Philippines, but Pakistan is a really, really great country for clothes manufacturing. Apparel and clothes is their specialty. You may have watched one of my previous videos and seen that I managed to order 30 hoodies of 3 different colors, in different sizes too. So that's 3 designs times 30 pieces with 3 variants. That might not make sense to you, but to anyone who knows what I'm talking about, you'll know that's a little bit crazy.
It's not crazy talk. This is crazy talk.
Do you feel like woods kebabs right Flanders? Get Flanders
Which brings me to how to find them, because it's really possible. A lot of people see it as impossible, even though it is very hard. It really is possible. So you may have heard of a little website called Alibaba. It's not AliExpress. You don't go buy your fake Yeezys on here. This is where you buy bulk loads of fabrics, materials, custom garments. So on Alibaba, you'll want to go down into the filter section. Is the minimum, hold on. So the first thing you want to put in is what you're after. Are you after customized t-shirts, customized caps, woolen hoodies? Come at me, bro. So let's start by looking for custom t-shirts. Then we'll go over into the sidebar here, and you see you have all these different filtering options. We don't want to narrow it down too much, because we're narrowing it down enough by going minimum order less than 20, which will basically mean whatever you order will be less than 20 pieces per design. Now don't worry too much about the pictures. That's just examples of them trying to show off how good they are at printing or cutting or sewing. You'll just want to find something that looks a little bit similar to what you're after. So any of these will do. If you're looking for a custom cut t-shirt with your own measurements. And see here already, minimum order 5 pieces. What you want to do here, just type a really well thought out introduction and inquiry as to who you are, what's your brand, what country you come from, what colors you need, what sizes you need, and how many you need. So let's just say, hello, Amy. My name is Declan, and I own a small clothing brand based in New Zealand. This is the key part, people. You say, I am looking for a supplier to do long-term business with. This creates a bond of trust my order needs include blah 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 times 20 of each color. I look forward to your response and have a lovely day. Declan. Now what you want to do is you want to copy and paste this, and you want to go and do this exact thing to at least 20 suppliers that match your minimum order quantity. Because you have to realize some of them just have that minimum order quantity as a way to draw people in, and then they try to bargain with you and negotiate to get that quantity up. So you want to do this until you find someone who's absolutely okay with that minimum order. However, just one thing to note, every time you paste this, remember to change the person's name and say, to Amy, to Lee, to Jack, to Jonathan. It's a little bit more personal, and then they at least know that you aren't scamming them, because it goes both ways, people. Now, once they respond, which a few will eventually, I'd say about a quarter of the people you message will respond, ask them for a lot more information. Ask them for photos, do your good research, find their website through their Alibaba page, check out their company profile, see if they're a verified business, see if their location is verified, their year established, see if they have any reviews. Those are really helpful. And most importantly, look at the trade assurance. If they've been around for a year, know that it might be a little bit risky. If they've been around for 8 years, you should be in the clear. So once you've determined who you're actually going to use, who can provide you with the best quality for the best price, you're going to want to go back and forth with them, asking for a sample. Now keep in mind, you will have to pay for this sample. You can pay a little less if you choose for them not to ship it to you, and instead you can just pay to see a photo of the sample once they make it up. Now, just be prepared, it is a bit of a risk asking for just the photo, because you don't actually get to feel it in real life, you just have to tell by eye. So it might be better just to fish out the extra $60 or so for the shipping. Just keep in mind with your designs and samples, after you've sent them your design, you're going to have to be very thorough about the sizing and placement of your logos. There's no such thing as common sense here, it's all in communication. If production times are taking a little bit longer than expected, make sure to hit them up. There's always room for human error. Nobody's perfect, so it's good to just keep that communication. So yeah, that's how I found my overseas manufacturer with minimum order quantities of 10 pieces per design. Remember, this is not a foolproof way, okay? There's no such thing as foolproof. You can and you will get scammed one day, whether it be for $100 or $1,000. It will be difficult and it will be frustrating, but trust me, it will all be worth it. Listen guys, thanks again for watching. I hope I could give you some value out of this video. Let me know what you'd like to hear about next in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Peace out guys.